Dummy.
Which the Baltimore was the Colts, right? Wasn't it the Baltimore?
Yeah, the Baltimore Colts.
But now the Raiders, they
And
keep
that's the
their
Indianapolis
name and just
Colts.
move cities.
Who?
Them niggas that been from Oakland to L.A., the Raiders.
Yeah.
Not
It's something
a
about
Vegas.
the Raiders
Right.
should never.
I mean, Vegas.
I mean, Vegas Raiders is kind of trio,
Yeah.
but I just feel like you should always be the Los Angeles Raiders.
Or the Oakland Raiders.
I know
Yeah, or the
Oakland-
Oakland
no,
Raiders.
the
Yeah, I'm
Oakland
cool with that
Raiders
too.
was dope, right.
Like that just go together.
Right.
But Vegas is fitting for some Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, the only thing about that, I don't know how much of a home field advantage you get. That's kind of like with Dallas and the Knicks.
Yeah,
Because you just there because you in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it could be a home
Well,
field.
if
I
the
think
fans
it is
come,
because
they-
I know, but I'm saying you can be like, oh, shit, I'm going to be in Vegas this week. Oh, shit, Oakland playing. Let me go to a game while I'm in Vegas.
You can do that in every city in America.
I think that
Yes,
gives the
but I'm
people
saying,
who are
like,
Oakland
those
Raider
big
fans reasons to go to
tourist
Vegas.
cities, it's like that. They said, like, in the Garden, it just, most of those people be like people that's just in New York during that time.
Nah,
it's
but
still-
they
it's-
some diehard Knicks fans. I think.
It is, of course.
and it's a home field advantage because those visiting teams they're gonna go party.
But I'm saying, I don't think
I
it's
get
the
what you're
same
trying to
like,
do, but it ain't. It
like
ain't.
Oklahoma. Them niggas from Oklahoma 9 times out of 10. If you go to New York and you can catch a game, you
But
gonna
every,
go.
but every city got tours.
Every city not tourist cities.
It might not be tourist cities, but every city got
That
tours.
was my whole point.
Mobile got tours.
Shut up.
I'm just saying, like, that's what you do. Like, if I go to whatever city you go to, you be like, oh, damn, I might catch a game over there. Didn't you go to a Titans game or something one time?
Mm-hmm. To a preseason game,
Why was that?
just because I was a tourist in the city.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think people in Oakland go to Vegas just to go, because it's Vegas. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think Vegas just like to celebrate. So they're gonna be at them games. They're gonna be there, and the players who play there, they're gonna be used to being there. So they ain't gonna go out as much. They're gonna still go out,
Especially the
but they're not gonna
diehard
go
fans.
as much as
They
the
gonna
niggas
go
off,
to-
off the
They gonna
road.
Go out, yeah.
The niggas off the road gonna get there
I mean, you
Friday
can find
night,
something to do
want to go
anyway.
out Friday, Saturday, and fucking up. They having flu games on Sunday.
That's true.
That's the home field advantage right there. And they're gonna be sad because they lost $50,000.
But the moral of the story, that's why it's hard to be for me, a professional league fan, because them organization don't move that bitch. Now, it's certain ones that gonna move, like the Cowboys, the Giants.
Yeah.
I don't see none of those kind of people
The
move.
Arlington
But them niggas crazy.
Cowboys.
The Giants moved out of New York.
Yeah, they in Jersey. That's nuts.
And they y'all in Arlington,
Well, that's
right?
about land. The Dallas Cowboys ain't never been in Dallas.
That's true.
That's
They
true.
in Arlington.
Yeah.
That's the end of that point.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Dummy.
You tuning in to the Dummies podcast. I'm Stop.
I'm Joe.
I'm tired.
I am hooted, man.
And we back like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 255.
we go
A,
back?
B, 255 consistent
Yeah,
episode
back.
from the consistent group.
In the half.
So consistent that we're recording this episode again. We actually dropped it. Well, we didn't drop it. We actually recorded it last week. But due to some unforeseen circumstances, we lost the whole episode. So
can't lose it. It's
we'll apologize to our loyal listeners, new fans,
Yeah, it
new
was a
people
bro.
that come
It
in.
was a bro.
We actually had something for you. It was a really, really good episode, by the way. We was all off the rails, all off the handles. But it was good. And so we sorry we lost it. But here we are again to do it like, how we do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How we
We do it how we do it.
we do.
All right, but where we at with it, Hoop?
Merry Christmas, man, and Happy New Year. Man. I know we had to say
Got do over.
Yeah. Happy New Year, motherfucker. Yeah, man. We
Merry
stepped on
Christmas,
New
Happy
Year's and
New Year,
everything.
man. And Christmas, our Christmas celebrations. We finally got into the spirit, man. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hopefully everybody got a chance to enjoy themselves, enjoy their families somehow, some way. And everybody's into a new year, man. So happy New Year, Merry Christmas. I forgot. I don't want to redo it again, man. But it was pretty good last week. It was pretty fun.
It was too
man.
much to
It was
goddamn
pretty fun, man.
remember.
But the highlight, man, is I got the PlayStation 5, so now I'm online busting ass. So anybody who won't get it, it's nothing but madness. I mean, sometimes busting ass ain't a ball.
It's always a balls.
No, it's not. You busting
That
the
shit
fe-
like them street laws. You just make rules as you go along.
you busting the
It
female.
ain't
out,
snitching
it's
if it's
a ball.
62 degrees outside.
Scooter. Yeah,
Boy, that shit got
Scooter about 5,
12
6
O's, 8 A's.
Scooter, you know what I'm saying? So keep it the same. But how was your New Year's weekend past 3, 4, 5 weeks, young Tizzle?
Pretty good, man. I don't remember a whole lot of the last episode either. So.
Last year.
Yeah, but
That's in the past, man.
The holiday season was good.
Holiday season.
It was, I was happy that the girls got everything that they wanted, and we was good there. Shit, yeah.
Eat your ice.
I don't really know what to say, goddamn. Oh yeah, I got a PlayStation 5 too.
Oh, you holding out? This nigga,
did.
we've been talking about this for 3
so-
weeks, man. The nigga ain't saying nothing.
Again, man, I don't be liking to do all that shit, man.
What you mean, nigga?
I be low
You don't
key.
wanna
Tell your friends you got a game.
So we can play?
No,
We want to play
man,
each other.
What's your game? What's that?
Yeah, Jalen's daddy. 99. I think that's what it is. I don't know.
See, I think.
Yeah, I have to look. Because I'm still figuring that shit out. I was supposed to take the motherfucker back, though.
Is it the same name you used like way back when?
Yeah, I just did it.
Supposed to be.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's
so-
why mine's scooter like that with all of that shit on it.
Yeah.
Change that shit.
I was supposed to take the bitch back, though. But then I was
But
like,
then you open it.
I know. I was just like, man, you know what, man? Fuck that shit. I'm finna just keep my game, man.
Yeah, why would you take? Oh, yeah.
Because, man, I was just,
It's a
it was
fire stick?
impulsible.
Is it game?
Impulsable.
That was bad dance, please.
It
That was impulsive,
It was
man.
impulsible.
It wasn't a good thing to do at the time, but then I was like, man, fuck that shit.
Fuck it, man. You gotta get.
All
Man,
right.
and that's what I.
And that's the shit we were talking about last
gotta get
episode
yourself
that
something.
didn't come out.
Gotta get
You know what I'm
yourself
saying? Yeah. So
Get yourself something for the holidays for the year, man. Fuck that. I know it came around Christmas, but get it for the year that you had or the month that you had or something.
it was-
A nigga, we don't celebrate ourselves.
that's
That's
what we were saying, man. But the shit
It's your
never came
45th
out.
birthday gift. Look at it like that.
Yeah. But yeah, man. That's it for me. Now we moving on to Mardi Gras. I'm excited about that shit already. So just that's what we
Boy,
waiting
that
on.
shit's so close.
And I found
Yeah.
out about mine's party. It's March 8th.
Okay, on a Friday.
So it's March 8th, and it's like dress up type shit.
Y'all gonna book me?
What to do what?
Come to the party, nigga. Fuck around with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
With your booking fee free.
I'll get her a discount and $25 in
Oh, so you're going to be paying her to come.
No, she gonna pay me.
You going to pay to get
Yeah,
in.
nigga, when I show up to the party, nigga, I show up.
Come on.
Joe,
Come on.
how was your
Everybody
week?
invited, man. Come on.
Merry
Well,
Christmas.
yeah.
Happy New Year's. Went home to see the folks. That's always good. Can't really remember anything else the past 2 weeks.
Been a blur.
This little short nigga that's a Ohio State fan that I don't fuck with. But besides that, yeah, I'm coming here, to talk shit. It's gonna be
Per
Club,
usual.
Club JoJo.
Per usual.
We can take
What about
So
you,
nothing
Stop?
changed.
You started the year off that way. We see.
Oh, damn, sure did.
Nothing changed.
Fuck you, other podcasts.
Cat
Line
Williams.
you niggas up,
Cat Williams.
and we
so
knock
crazy.
you down.
Get him, Cat. Pause.
Nah, that's not a pause.
Damn, got to pause, cat.
I don't know. Shit.
I thought that
But-
evil is good.
But,
Evil is good.
It's necessary. And if you get a piece of evil cat, woo!
but he was talking about a mayor, so I see where the pause could go.
Boy, Cat.
Yeah, the fuck
Yeah, my week was my couple weeks was cool. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to y'all good people out there, man. Like I told y'all on episode 8 that didn't come out, but it was cool, man. Kicking it with family, brother and sister was in town. Had a great grand time with them. New Year's, brought it in, popped the champagne like I normally do. Gave my prayers, gave my thoughts to the man on a year. I always try to reflect over the year. I asked y'all, are y'all big on New Year's resolutions? Like, or are you just more of a goal set, or do you just kind of go with the flow every year?
I remember that part about the part. I remember that question.
Yeah, that was early on, so I remember that one.
So how about y'all answer?
Right, because nobody else remembers the people that we're talking to.
I go back.
Yeah, so they don't know.
It changes, man. Year to year, it does change. I will say that this year was one of those years where I actually put some things in motion or put some goals out there in the air. And we was talking about, do you write it down? Do you say it was good? What's going to work? What's going to help? So I did put some stuff out there in the air. I do want to start writing it and document it week by week just to make sure I keep the progress that I keep. But yeah, man, this year was a goal-setting New Year's resolution. And Mike said some shit that was pretty good, too.
Yeah.
He was like, you don't have to do it for the whole year. Let's say in
Right.
2 months where you want to be.
Right.
In 1 month where you want to be. Hell, even the next week, you know what I'm saying? So This year, I am trying to put some things in place because I just want to be better and more well-rounded. Health is one, of course, because I told y'all about the guy who stays down the street from me, who I saw in the gym, man. And he just was telling me about all of the things that's going on, and with age, and we getting older, and my back hurt, and my foot hurt. So we know for a fact we got to take care of ourselves. So I did start this week of taking care of myself a little bit more than I have the previous few months. Because I ain't gonna lie, nigga, it's the last 6 months of the year was a big old unhealthy blur.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I like what Mike said too. Definitely gonna try to implement that particular plan instead of, like you said, doing it the whole year. Again, you know, like I said, I was gonna challenge y'all to take that one day. I already put my shit in motion. Told the guy, look, you get one, I get one. You do what you do with your day, I do mine. You know
Put a request in for next Tuesday, so
So-
hopefully I can have me a 4-day weekend.
Right, and that shit you put in the group like that shit, fool. That shit.
Oh, you
Was
talking about at work?
Yeah.
This nigga here wild, bro. He is wild. This nigga crazy. But no,
How you gonna do that?
hall pass hoop.
Shit. So you like nigga about to go to a playoff game?
Give me the instruction. You want the instruction, man.
Yeah.
But no,
Write that shit down.
That shit you put in the group was crazy, fool. About that,
Yeah, somebody
Man,
retired in
bro.
November and passed in December.
that shit
Passed on
crazy.
New Year's.
bro.
It's like, man.
So that's why I'm saying, man, I'm definitely gonna. Hey, you had your day yet? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you that shit. So, but yeah, man, just continue to love on your people, like we always say. That ain't nothing new here. So, I think that's pretty much what I'm gonna do with my shit.
Definitely love on your people. Enjoy your people more. I always say take more pictures. So you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's always a great thing. You don't know what's promised. Goals, like I said last week, a dog in a truck. Or a truck to put the dog in, either one. Yeah, so that's what I'm on.
Yeah. I feel like I always kind of set like little goals or whatever that I put in my head sometimes. I don't always write them down like who said, but this year I actually did. Because I want to be able to go back and look at it. Because it's one thing if I say it and then I see I do it, I'm like, all right, dope. But like actually putting it on paper and then going back and I put this on paper months ago. So, and like Mike said, to me, I do it every week, every day, a little bit at a time. Some days might be less than others, but then go back and look at it, see where you at, line it up with where you want to be, and that's how you'll know if you accomplished it. I feel like the last 3 years, nigga been just getting his ass kicked around. Yeah. And I'm tired of that shit now. And so like this year is gonna be more of an aggressive year. Take some chances and risk like I was previously doing before shit went left for a minute, but I'm just tired of that shit. So like, sometimes like I don't look at the year as like new year, new me, but I do look at a new year as a reset. Like that's a spot you can say, okay, it starts right there. Just like, and it started on a Sunday, so it worked out perfect. Yeah. But
Monday.
Huh?
Monday.
Yeah, it was what?
Monday.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna start on Monday. Yeah, there you go. Monday. Fuck you, nigga. And fuck you. Fuck you. Who's next?
Don't be starting on Sundays. I'm
But start on Sunday.
I ain't never heard no
That's the end of the week.
But New Year, new me, they still doing New Year old shit. Because it's aliens in Miami. I don't know if y'all saw that shit, but I was like,
I saw somebody say it was like,
That's
we
a
ain't gonna
first.
talk about the aliens in Miami.
man, the police showed like the video. It didn't have shit to do with no goddamn aliens,
Talking about
man.
some kids fighting. For 99 million cop cars for some kids fighting?
Hey,
Nigga, it's really aliens.
I went to Miami, and a lot of people down there are artificial. They weren't born. That wasn't God.
That's not America, Jay.
This nigga crazy.
They definitely
They
from
artificial?
some
Asses.
that shit was in a lab. Like they made that shit. Yeah.
Dummy. Lodge there.
Yeah. Shit, I would too.
It looked like it on.
You at Epic City. Yeah.
But those cities like that, they
And it's some good work too. Yeah.
Crazy.
them cities like that though. That's them beach cities. So them motherfuckers already believe in being fit anyway. Place like that in L.A. and
LA, yeah. It was like that. Yeah. How you got 13 abs? God damn. You just had a little extra money.
On the beat for it was like the homeless niggas in LA like had like goddamn man, what you finna do with that? Let me get them real quick.
But they be having some nice ass tents in LA though. Them hoes be like 3-4 bedrooms.
They got them Hollywood tents. Yeah, them niggas straight.
Bedroom tent down there.
Boy, yeah.
Nigga had a chandelier in this shit.
Hey,
I ain't lying. The nigga had a real chandelier in this shit. I paid by. I said, God damn.
ain't no crawling in there. They walking in that bitch. Let me unzip my.
I guess
my
it's level to it.
Yeah,
Gotta be.
They high
It's
class.
something different though.
Gotta be.
Y'all seen the dog? I meant to bring this up. It ain't got shit to do with topics, but the people who got mad at the dog that ate the $4,000 in cash. Y'all didn't see that shit?
No.
The dog ate the $4,000 in cash and shit it out, and they were trying to figure out how to put it back together. $4,000 in cash now.
That's gone.
He wouldn't have been seen no more.
He would have been.
Come on with me.
What kind of dog they got just sitting there eating paper though?
Come on with me.
Man, you know, dog. Think about it though. Dogs like
Dog,
chew,
yeah.
you know, dog chew
Yeah,
on mail. They chew on shoes.
Anything.
But
Why was $4,000 just on the
cash, just
floor?
chilling.
Like,
no, it was
accessible.
on the table, and he hopped up there and gnawed that bitch up. I guess.
Was he a pit? What was he?
I don't know. He was a big old like a golden retriever looking ass dog or something like that.
Yeah, he's deceased.
deceased.
Oh, Peter coming in for your
You
ass.
trying to get a dog and you trying to kill a dog.
Hey,
Yeah,
sometimes they gotta go.
You know,
These dogs,
money
you know.
got a lot of germs and shit on it. He didn't say he did it. He just said, "Come with me."
That is
You
true.
can't just be eating money.
I'm trying to put Peter on my boy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dig the hole for him. I done
Hell no.
Well, I don't give a fuck. I don't know a dog worth $4,000.
Shit, I look. It is.
They out there.
I don't
They
know
exist.
a dog worth $4,000.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. It's some dogs that
So
cost.
you selling BJ for $4,000?
Hell no.
There you go.
Well, I mean, I tried. If you weren't dumb enough to buy it, cool. But that's what I'm saying. I don't give a fuck if this bitch talk and walk for you. It ain't worth $4,000. I'm not paying $4,000 for
So
my
that's
dog.
what I'm saying. If somebody came to you, hey, I give you $4,000 for BJ, you gonna sell him?
Let me get him washed up.
That's what I'm saying.
Let me get him washed up. He go, hey, look, he really love when you rub behind the ears. I'm giving him all the instructions. Here you go, $4,000.
Take this nigga.
Yeah,
If you gotta, but if you think about it, that's high, but it ain't just like crazy. You know, if you think about like how long you keep a dog and what all they can give. and-
To buy is high, but once it's my dog, and I'm not gonna sell my dog for.
yeah, I mean it'll be worth it.
But I ain't about to
then.
buy my dog for $4,000 either. Shit,
What
both
them
of
little
them.
Labradoodles, dog? Them hoes, they're high.
No, I ain't,
Man,
I ain't
listen.
talking about that.
Dogs have 4 to 8 puppies per. I bet you I can go get another one. Look, go right there to Humane Society. They got puppies for free.
Logan
Right there.
gonna-
They just need a house.
Logan gonna hate you.
She ain't gonna know. New puppy.
Oh, no, not Logan. That little nigga that small. You seen Logan second line yesterday, nigga. You seen that little nigga with
Man, Logan something else. I was just watching her talk, and I was just like,
Yeah,
I was just looking at like, how old you is again?
All this stuff coming out your brain?
Crazy, dog. Every day. Y'all, I want to ask y'all a question. Spaghetti. There was a great debate going online, and
Metro.
people couldn't even really
Damn,
figure out the difference. But do you feel like spaghetti need to be separate, the noodles and the meat sauce, or does it go all in one pot?
I saw the best response when you're young, all in one pot. When you get older and know better, separate.
That's not the best response, since a lot of the adults were saying like together, like he just said.
No,
My
they
shit be
crazy.
separate.
Separate.
I like my shit together.
I like my shit depending on the day, but I like it when you put it together, throw some cheese on it, throw it in the oven. That shit.
That's
that
baked spaghetti, Hootie. You said that dumb shit last week.
It's still spaghetti though, right?
No, that's the only way to make baked spaghetti. You think you gonna put this side on one
You
of
heard,
the pans?
you heard what he said? I said that's still spaghetti. He said no. We called it baked
That's
spaghetti.
baked spaghetti. That's different. You have to mix it up to make baked spaghetti.
Okay.
What you want to put the noodles on one side of the pan?
They gonna bake the noodles. Them hoes gonna be crispy.
I mean,
Dummy.
just
That
it
nigga
depends
gave the
on the
recipe
day.
That's
for
baked
baked.
spaghetti, who? You said that dumb shit last year.
It's still spaghetti. Good. How you
Nigga
like
went
it?
off, God.
Nigga said, how-
Regular spaghetti.
New week saying who?
No.
Not
The
baked
the
spaghetti.
question was, how do you like your spaghetti?
Regular spaghetti. Hoo.
Whatever. That ain't the question.
When they had two pans on top of the stove, how do you prefer?
How you like your fried chicken? In the oven when you bake it.
Put a little water in it.
Yeah.
Some people do put it in the oven after you fry it.
That's
I ain't never seen that before.
Oh yeah,
I ain't never seen
that's
that.
how you finish it off.
I like my spaghetti together, man.
I like it
Then
separate.
I like
I like
separate.
this.
I'm not gonna get mad if it's together because I
Yeah.
like spaghetti, but I just feel like it's different flavor, really. Like it'd be a little bit more softer usually when you mix it up together.
For sure.
I like it the next day too.
But
Yeah, when you let that flavor saturate on in it.
Well, I
Soak
like it
on in
separate because then you could just get just do like a small amount of noodles for right then, and then the next day you just cook a little bit more noodles so your noodles fresh instead of like I said,
Somebody said that they don't like doing it because they don't like having, at the end they got noodles and no meat sauce.
That's true. And some people might like it a little bit more saucier than
I like mine saucier.
So
the ratio.
put more sauce on it.
Well, you can do that when it's separate.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
I don't know what he's talking about.
That's what I was saying because he said he like it together. So
When I mix mine together, I use 2 jars of sauce.
I don't mind the shit either way.
Diz, what are you talking about?
You talking about the spaghetti marinara sauce?
You don't know what
You
nobody
put 2
talking
of
about.
them in
You
this meat
Oh,
sauce.
okay. So you gonna make everybody eat it the way you want it?
It's just me and my
If
wife.
it's his.
Yeah, if he cooking shit, nigga, you
Yeah,
eat
my
this
house. You
shit
come to my house, you
tonight.
want some spaghetti? You gonna eat it however the fuck I cook it. Fuck bro.
That
You
nigga
Come
wild.
to the dinner party. I'm gonna feed y'all.
nigga going to my house and
You
make a
gonna put
personal
2 of
order.
those in there?
I'm a
Nigga,
fucking
you don't get your motherfucking plate and sit down and eat this shit.
And I've never had a complaint about my spaghetti.
Okay. I ain't saying I'm gonna complain, but why not just make it separate? You got to do it anyway. That's just an extra step.
It's mine and I want it together.
But you just said you don't really care.
I don't, but I ain't gonna do it to appease you, nigga. I'm gonna do however I feel like.
how you make
making
it? How does it come at home?
Mainly, it's baked. I do it. Ours should be baked. I don't
Okay,
really
okay,
do.
that's
I don't do
right.
it on the stove shit too much.
Mine definitely too.
But
Now-
I was shit I want it all in that pan with the cheese and everything all in one.
I be feeling
Meatballs,
like
all that
baked,
shit.
and people are like, you ain't heard the right kind. I've had 3,000 different baked spaghettis. I just feel like sometimes baked spaghetti be a little bit drier to me.
It do be
does.
dry.
Not,
It really
I mean,
does.
it do be a little
I
bit dry.
think it do.
but not ours
Because
shit don't be
you're
dry.
baking the noodle.
you're
There's
baking
no
it.
way you could
It's
like
a lot of
it's
cheese
like
and-
if you boil the noodle itself has moisture inside the noodle. If you're baking it, you're baking some of it out of it.
You release it.
Like every now and then you get that noodle that be crispy in the motherfucker because you baked it, or the cheese
The
get
one that
crunchy.
be on the edge,
Yeah,
it be black.
it's just like natural. I'm not saying it's bad; it's good, but it just be drier than
on the
stove
edges,
spaghetti.
but once you get rid of them edges,
I do bake
the rest
Hey,
of that shit
hey.
be juicy and saucy.
For some reason, I don't really like spaghetti like at Italian restaurants.
Like that place on
because
the road.
because
and
it's
shit.
authentic. It'd be the
Yeah,
red sauce. Most
red
people don't
sauce.
like the red sauce.
Yeah, that shit
That's
be
how.
bland.
Because we American, we
give
put
me ragu, nigga.
additives and sugar and shit in it.
Ragu,
Yeah.
ragu meat.
Do you put sugar in your spaghetti? Hoop?
He used to.
I used to, not no more though.
He grew up.
My nigga.
Yeah,
When I'm making it,
But
I
I
put
still-
like a pinch in, but like not when I'm eating it.
but I still would love to do it today though. I could do it today, and that shit'll be just as amazing. And that would make it a little more watery and juicy too. Throw your little sugar in there.
Now I see weird niggas put ranch on spaghetti. That's
I ain't gonna lie, I done done it like when we was in the hotel, like for UAB. There, the night before they give us all kind of, or the day before they give us all kind of food. Fried chicken was one, and spaghetti.
they baked it too.
Maybe, I don't know, but fried chicken was one and spaghetti was another. And coming to Birmingham is when I learned to put the ranch on your chicken shit. And sometimes that shit'll just leak over into your spaghetti a little bit. There you go.
Well, we used to back in the day. You used to put ranch on spaghetti and
Put
pizza.
ranch on everything. That shit.
Yeah, when I was little, we
Crazy.
used to go to the pizza spot, put ranch, and dip that shit in there.
I ain't never did that shit till I got to Birmingham. goddamn.
Yeah, but like I can't even do that shit no more. I think it's a young thing because I see Jordan when she has spaghetti, she still put ranch. I'm like, ugh. But I'm saying ugh to some shit I know I used to do. That's crazy.
Them old, you got them
I
old
still
taste
do ranch
buds.
on my pizza.
Oh yeah, that's mandatory.
That's crazy. Too.
Ranch on
I
pizza is
don't-
mandatory.
I don't do it no more.
Yeah, I gotta do it.
Well,
I
the
need to get
internet
the
was a
sauce in,
buzz to this week with Club Shay Shay and Cat Williams on there. For people who was under a rock, I don't know if you seen it. It actually came up. I saw the list. It was the most
watched.
viewed viral interview. It was 23 million views.
Mm-hmm.
That shit sick. Wow. But you can understand why.
Yeah.
2 minutes in, Cat Williams was with the
Cat,
shits.
yeah.
Good afternoon. Well, fuck everybody in it, mom.
You niggas ain't funny.
But I'm assuming that at this point everybody watched it, and if so, what y'all thought about the interview?
Man, that shit was must see TV. I think I put it in the group. I was like, man, y'all got to watch this shit. I just seen it was Cat Williams on that, and I usually watch all Shannon Sharp shit anyway. But like he said, from 2 minutes in, why you let these niggas come up here and lie on me? Why you? I was like, damn, this gonna be a hostile interview. I thought between them two, but I ain't know it was gonna go that way. I was like,
It was funny. It was entertaining. It was wild. My boy went off the rails. He was taking shots at Shannon without Shannon knowing it when he was going at Steve Harvey. Basically, how they gonna let this country bump get up here and can't talk? I was like, damn, you talking about Shannon or Steve
He did it too
Harvey?
when he was talking about what's Jonathan Majors.
That's how
He
Shannon.
like, how you gonna let
this?
this big muscular big nose?
I'm like, that's Shannon too.
Nigga make his nose bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
But that shit was cool, man. It was funny. It was dope, man. But sometimes that nigga did go off the rails. Y'all saw my boy did run the 4-4 today, like he said he could though.
He ran a 4-4?
At least
I ain't
that's
see it.
that's what the clock and the timer say.
That nigga said he can run a 4-1. He said when he was younger, he could run a 3-9.
Well, 4-4 is still impressive.
4-4 right now, I take
Right
it.
now.
At his age and
He ain't lying, nigga.
not warmed up, that shit pretty impressive.
Bro, they was using their iPhone.
No,
You was
I ain't
just a
see
nigga
it.
in the gym.
I'm just going over who's
No, that's what the video did, but you can't. You know, y'all.
It's
know that
unofficial.
shit ain't real.
That's unofficial for the time, my nigga.
So he run a 4-6.
The nigga fast. Don't get me wrong. He look fast.
That nigga running style the ugliest shit I ever seen in life.
But
though.
his legs
I mean, what
be
you
moving.
expect? Look at that nigga. I bet you he run.
That nigga snapping the athlete.
Bro,
He got
it was a video of him running, and at the end of the video, you just see an iPhone screen that say 4-4.
447, yeah. You're like, that ain't no 447. Thank you, Cat. But I appreciate Cat for getting out there and running that fake 40. But fuck it. It's comedy gold, man. So it was all good with me.
No, that shit was amazing.
Yeah, I thought it was a dope ass interview. I feel like Shannon Sharp left a couple shit on the table. Like for sure when that nigga was saying he speak 52 language, I would have fucked with him. Nigga, you don't speak. Let me say
one.
something in French.
Right now.
It ain't like he would have understood what the fuck he was saying.
Yeah, but the
people would have.
internet with them 23 million people like, man,
That's true.
that nigga said he ain't say
true.
a damn thing.
But other people, I think it was like Charlamagne and some other people, they was like, man, when you have somebody like that, like, you just let them go. Like,
Yeah, because I did see where a lot of people were criticizing
him.
Shannon Sharp, saying they should have reeled him in, but
No.
but like like let that nigga talk. And this my show. I don't have to reel this motherfucker in.
He tried a few times. He like, not Cat.
Come on,
dog.
Cat.
Yeah, he-
Come on now, Cat.
And then
Come on
that
now,
nigga
Cat.
took it a step
Well,
further
how
with
you
that
put that
shit.
in-
I
How
would
you
have
put that in your
did. I would have did
contract?
just what Shannon Sharp when he like, man, fuck him. Come on, man, because I might not have a problem,
Right,
and I
that's
just
not
got to
my
be seen saying,
relationship.
"Come on,
Yeah,
man," but
right.
I don't give. Yeah, keep saying that. Come on, man. Fuck Hooter. Come on, man. That's my
Man, you
home.
can't be saying like,
But say some more.
You better
What
fight
else he
him.
did?
Y'all
but
niggas
tell
better
me
fight
why
him.
you say fuck who, you know?
Hey, look, I'm like, fuck Hooter. Come on, man. Keep saying that shit. Keep saying that shit.
Yeah.
Supposed to fight the nigga, man. Fight him.
But did y'all see Ricky Smiley come back and respond?
Was
to
he
him
really
too?
crying?
I don't know if that was one and the same, and I don't want to say that could have been some older thing, and
I
that
don't
could have
think
been
on this one
something.
he was crying,
I
but-
relate. Now he talking about a particular. They showed a clip of him
It was like
crying.
He responded and he was crying in his response.
He was really
That
crying,
was-
like in real life. But I think that
could've
somebody
been
said
some
that was
previous
old,
shit.
and that could have been from his son. I don't want.
Yeah, I think that was some old that they mashed up. Whoever did that.
I don't know. I ain't listened to his response.
I
But,
do know that after this interview, but I've seen so many goddamn receipts from these people, though. Like, them nigga pulling that shit out the goddamn ground.
Yeah, I think when you, to me, I think when you,
Right.
when you know you bold and you done did so much good, you can talk like that. Because what you said, those receipts, man, I remember it was like a DJ, man. I remember they didn't pay me my back end, and he dug in his pocket and gave me money. It was like a lot of different sound crew
Cole, too.
people and models or different people saying that he just
Comedians.
randomly gave them $2,000 or $2,500 just off GP.
That nigga Booster said he came out of jail. She was standing in the hotel. He said Cat gave him 15 grand and wrapped in a towel. That shit. Like,
That's dope.
That's
Shout out
hard.
to Cat.
See, when you do shit like that, man, you can walk. You can walk like that. You could speak boldly like that.
Cat, I ain't gonna say I don't believe you have never took a hard drug though. Some of that shit you used to be doing, you were wilding, my boy, sweating and shit.
But they did research and went back and tried to see
Do your
when
research.
did he actually do some drugs. And every time they came out with an article about him doing drugs, it was weed.
They put
That nigga weed was.
They
that's
put-
your weed now.
they put drugs on Dave Chappelle
Angel
too.
dust.
It was never that.
So-
It was always weed.
But
I ain't never saw Dave Chappelle wilding like sometimes.
I did see
Cat
what
mug shots, man.
we all believe he was smoking crack in Africa though.
I didn't.
Oh, come on. Now, at the time, everybody believed that. They thought the nigga had to be on drugs to give up $40 million, which he didn't do. And
But I
everybody
never-
kind of thought he had lost his mind.
But we never saw him doing no wild shit.
But we thought something was wrong
That
with him.
nigga left and came back big. Like,
kind of crack he on?
Yeah, that nigga had steroids.
Pre-workout crack.
They did try to.
But with Ricky Smiley, like what he said, like both of them can be true. What he said, like that original Money Mike role, he wasn't supposed to be a pimp.
Yeah, and I had a different angle, but Cube actually came out.
Yeah,
and spoke.
Cube was like,
we
he
did
made that.
we did offer that, but he came and killed it and changed the trajectory of what a character was going.
Yeah.
So I felt like that when Kat was saying, like, you don't know every conversation. We all work in the same, like, in same arenas and shit, but you don't know everything somebody said. Yeah. Like, even here, if I told Dez something and then told well, damn, we finna go a different direction. And Dez come out and say, well, he told me I was gonna do that first. Like, nigga, you hating Dez. Like, no, he didn't. You don't know what the fuck I told that man. Like, there's no way you can be privy to all conversations. So that was just weird. But I didn't like Ricky Smiley, like, explaining himself to me. Like, the way he was like, man, the only reason I got in that dress was because of this. And I'm trying to take care of my family. Like, bro, you don't have to explain that shit to that man. You making him look like he win to me. Yeah. Like, nigga, I'm an entertainer. I entertained. Yeah. So, I wouldn't even explain all that.
I mean, I get that part, but.
What I like is nobody came out and said the nigga was lying. Nigga was just telling the truth.
They just said, why tell me down? Nobody did say he was lying.
Kevin Hart did.
Luda did.
Not about him, but about some of his attributes about running like
Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah,
they was doing a game.
The playful shit. He didn't respond to the serious shit.
Nah, he didn't respond to the serious shit.
Shannon also came back when they was fucking with Shannon. He was like, nigga, I'm not an interviewer. Nah, I don't do that. That's like the rapper. I ain't no rapper. Yeah. Nah, yes, you are. If you're rapping and putting these words together, you're a rapper, motherfucker. Yeah, but he tried to say he wasn't no real interviewer.
Shannon Sharp did?
He's not an interviewer like that.
He is. His show
nigga,
is based on.
If you sit down and interview somebody, you're being an interviewer.
Okay, he's not a journalist.
Fine.
He is at this point.
No, he's not.
He got some good writers though.
Huh?
Got some good writers.
Of course.
Man, a lot of that shit he said on his own as well, which makes him a journalist. He researches his own.
Yeah, like I feel like you can't
on his own.
If you sit down and do this, man, I ain't no podcaster. Yes, you are, nigga. This is journalism. This is media. This is once you do it, you're part of it.
Maybe you're not that original version of newspaper writer journalist, but
that's what I mean by journalist. Yeah,
you're a journalist, man. You are too. You might not want to call yourself one, but you are. You didn't sat here. You didn't came up with. You didn't put notes on your phone to interview people. You're not an interviewer.
Say it's a title for what you are. I think I'm not a journalist. I'm a podcaster.
I don't do no research. All this shit be wrong.
A lot of
journalist is writing, ain't it?
Yes. That's why the first part of it is called journal.
I'm just saying, who the called you a journalist?
That nigga got over there in his notes podcast.
I mean, if you think I'm so profound about the things I say,
I don't know. Yeah. I didn't say you were a profound journalist.
I mean, I get that. I see why you think that. Appreciate your hook. You know, I'll take my flowers.
What y'all think? Do y'all give any thought to the people he called that wasn't funny, like Steve Harvey? He fucked with.
They just not him. Nobody that he fucked with is funnier than him on stand up. But who gives a fuck? I'd rather be Steve Harvey than Cat Williams. Wow. Sorry. Money.
But he ain't talking about money though. He just talking about comedy.
No, I'm saying, in comedy he got all them.
He'll never say you don't have more money than me. He just say you
no,
not
he
funny.
doesn't.
And he came out and said Earthquake. He said, I ain't never said Earthquake wasn't funny. That nigga funny than a motherfucker. Yeah. He was like, I'm just telling you the facts about him. I ain't say nothing, but he's absolutely funny. I give him all the credit.
Yeah, but I'd rather be a star in these other places than just stand up.
Well, I think what he's saying, and I don't know nothing to be nothing, but I think he's saying that, like, sure they got that money, but what did some of them do to inquire?
And I don't like that. I mean, of course, I'm not in Hollywood, but
what if 10 years from now we find out you got on the headpiece? Can't get right. Got that headpiece.
That's how he kept them dreads so long. That should be wild. That nigga take that bitch off at night.
Right. It was fake this whole time.
Nigga put that bitch on.
That nigga got number the line.
That nigga put that bitch on the thing. Hell, boy.
On the little mannequin.
Nah, Hootie, you can't crack that joke, nigga. You had weave before.
Yeah.
I
can. Because I admitted it.
Nigga
Steve Harvey still ain't get. Steve Harvey still ain't
man, think about it, though. We all, man, I want that Steve Harvey lineup. That nigga did lie to us. I'm sorry to all my barbers, because I was like, man, why the fuck my shit can't be like Steve Harvey? Bitch, this ain't no hairpiece. Fuck wrong with you.
This show's real hair.
That nigga shit was sold.
But I don't like every successful black person, they gotta be an Illuminati. They gotta, if they're a black man, they gotta be to suck the white man dick. No, niggas are talented.
They say that about everybody.
Tom Cruise
that
is,
shit.
is the alien man. With that,
No,
that
he went
shit.
and made a religion that's weird. So
They
that's
said
no, he
said
deserved
they said
that
about
one.
them too.
No, but they do say that. They said about Hollywood elite in general.
But they say that about all of
They
us.
say about the rich.
So
Shit.
Steve
Yeah, they
Harvey,
really do.
like, well, he didn't really say that about Steve Harvey, but Ludacris. I don't know, nigga. I don't know.
I don't know nothing about.
Do y'all feel like that? He was hating.
It was a little hate in there. Well, jealousy.
So
Because you got to think about it, like, he's funnier than all them people,
Fact.
but he didn't have the same success that they have.
and that's why.
Do you think that speaks to his point? He wasn't compromising
It
his
does.
integrity.
It does.
Yeah.
because
It
you
does.
were saying like you would rather be Steve Harvey, who pretty much you can pretty much say compromise his integrity to get the wealth.
Well, so he said.
versus
no,
so
he
he
didn't
said-
say anything. Well, he did say he's tried to steal Bernie show.
right.
Well, and he stole Mark Curry's show. Which
Yeah.
damn, that's the same.
He
That
stole
is
the whole
same-
show.
That
That's
is
the
the
same-
same
Mr.
damn
Cooper.
show.
That damn show hang with Mr.
So,
Cooper
right.
and stole his jokes.
Stole
We
his
ain't
joke.
know that.
He
Yeah,
had two different jokes.
He
They
did his stand up for 10 years. Did
Yeah.
Mark Curry stand up.
yeah, and then give him a shot.
Right.
But to what you saying, Todd, I do. I think
I think with Kevin Hart, there's a little.
I think it's all the
Yeah.
same to me. I think it's like I think he is a little bitter, like it's a little hate, but it's different. It's not hate in the form of damn this nigga that made it. I'm hating. I think it's nigga. I had that role, but I wasn't finna do this.
And then it goes.
But
to be something big.
this person did this, and this. I know what I wouldn't do. So what they did to do that.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it come off as a hate, but I think it is. It's a lot of like,
Resentment.
nigga, I ain't finna do that shit. And like he said, even with that net worth, when people doing that, he was like, nigga, I saw my net worth. I got that in my
shit on me.
pocket. Nah.
But now that part the truth.
And I believe it because
it.
everybody say that about their net worth. I not heard
No.
Birdman. I done heard a lot of people say.
No, but that nigga should say 2 million. I'm gonna look.
I know.
2 million.
I know, and that's what he said. Nigga, I got that in my pocket, and all of these different people about how much money he got and all that. It can't be that he only got $2 million.
Cities, and that nigga do sold out shows every time.
And he do his own shows. He don't partner with
He don't
nobody.
partner with nobody.
Do that shit his own self.
So then that's to what he said and you said. Like, why would you, if you're independent and your money get to come straight to you, but I'm only worth $8 million or $10 million versus I'm worth 200, but somebody else controls it and they can pull the plug on me at any point they want.
Jive for their ass.
Well, then you can always go independent. You just can't always go the other way.
Oh no, I don't
See,
think that
yeah.
that's true. Once you contracted
you-
in, nigga,
right.
you can't just. Hey, I'm
Oh,
quit
yeah,
y'all.
yeah.
Fuck no, you didn't, nigga. You didn't know. Go get me that paperwork out the safe along with
Put your
those
name on it,
along with those videos that you was in. Do you remember this?
You and Weinstein?
That nigga, that bit. Oh damn,
that dress.
Like,
In that Ricky Smiley dress.
yeah, nigga. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Yeah.
You know what? You right. I'll be at work on Monday.
Yeah,
I was tripping.
Yeah.
I was
What
tripping. I
time
was
the
just
show start?
bullshit.
What time the
started
show
getting on
start?
I'll be here.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, like
Work.
I'm put shit. I might not come on. The dress is a character. I might throw that bitch on. Y'all,
I'll put.
How many million? All right.
Nah,
How many 100,000? All right.
Now I ain't do that shit for no likes on TikTok or Instagram or no shit like that. But you talking about to be in a Paramount movie or some shit? What Martin was in? You said, hang on,
Hey, just don't give me no slick.
them was some funny characters.
we gonna do a Big Mama 3?
Big Mama shit,
Yeah. I'm gonna be
When
skinny.
Eddie Murphy played the grandmama in Nutty Professor.
That
Yeah.
nigga played
whole
all their
clump,
ass.
the whole-
Yeah, Wanda. Them some funny ass
that's
people.
some
Y'all gonna pay me for all these roles?
So what he was saying too was the difference between Kevin Hart doing it and niggas like Eddie doing it. Eddie writing his own, he wrote.
Yeah. And that's a big
shows
thing.
to
And
that versus the
Yeah,
studio
the studio came to you and said, "You do that, right?"
Kevin Hart put a dress on?
Yeah.
And what?
who?
Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he definitely said. I don't know what it was in though, but I think that like
I thought it was Ricky Smiley.
they all did. It was a whole
Well,
bunch of
I
them.
mean, and he was saying the only thing Ricky Smiley can
SNL?
do is be a woman.
Oh.
Recently?
No, when he did say
Oh,
it. Yeah,
well,
it wasn't
okay.
recent.
Okay.
But that is a little different. That ain't a movie role. That's like a sketch that he part of. Like they
But
put
you-
the sketches together during the week.
He ain't come up
That's
with
a ugly ass
Studio
woman, boy.
called him and told him come do it.
That's a
What studio does?
What the hell SNL get done at?
It gets done at NBC, but
So Saturday Night Live
they
on
work,
HBO?
they work and do their own sketches during the week. NBC ain't called down and say, hey,
Put Kevin in the dress.
he got to put a dress on. No.
Well, you don't know.
You don't know that.
You don't
Well,
know
we
who
don't
made
know
that
that
script.
we don't know that it happened either.
So
We don't.
ain't got
But
writers?
we know he in the dress.
Okay.
Shit. I
And
ain't
he
never
look
seen
happy
that
too.
shit before.
Me neither. But that nigga a saint. What is that? He the Pope.
Pope or
The
some shit, huh?
Popestress? Nigga,
The new Pope.
Popetress.
He the
He said the Popetress.
He the
But-
Popestress, fool. Look
Shit,
at him.
bro.
Look at him, fool. The purple Popestress. That's wild.
Yeah. But
Damn. I never seen that before.
Me neither, fool.
I don't know. It
And
just
they don't even get paid for that. So it ain't like it's different between a movie, hey, and niggas be like, I don't want to do this.
yeah.
When Kevin Hart did it, he was Kevin Hart. He could have told SNL no.
Well, that's what. So
That's the
that's his
point.
point. If you think that they can say no, then why are they doing it?
Because they want
No,
to.
sometimes they can't say no. A
Yeah.
lot of times they probably can't say
Maybe
no.
he didn't
I
want to
saw-
say no, though. But maybe.
saw-
Yeah, maybe he did. That's what I'm saying.
No,
Maybe
no.
he didn't
I'm
want to.
not
Dave.
saying one is true or not, but I was just saying like we don't know that he.
Did or didn't.
Right.
I
That's all I'm
saw when Dave Chappelle was in Blue Street. He said the writers came to him, and this was on Oprah Winfrey. He said the writers came to him saying, "Hey, we think this would be funny for the movie." He kept telling their ass no, and when they finally decided to leave him alone about the shit, they came back 5 minutes later with the script with him not having to wear the dress. He was like, "How the fuck you niggas write that shit so fast? But you got this shit here, and you pushing it on me for the writers." You know what I'm saying?
It was already wrote.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like nigga, like go ahead, don't put the dress on. Nigga, be like no, I ain't doing that shit. And that was small Dave Chappelle. So you know what I'm saying. You probably can't.
I
even,
think it's one of those things. It goes simply like this, especially when you on the up and up.
yeah.
Hey man, you want to do this? This would be cool. You can say yes or you can say no. You say no, you go to the other category,
Right.
and
Difficult to work with.
yeah, now you got to figure it out from there.
Right.
You watched the Chappelle stand up? The most recent one?
Oh yeah, it was good and bad.
Whew.
Chappelle bad?
I don't think. I ain't.
Well,
I ain't agree with
I think because I had already seen most of it.
Yeah, when he came.
Because y'all
it was
went
a
to
lot.
the show. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So the new material that I hadn't seen yet, when
okay.
Did you like it?
I liked it. And the more of the stuff that we didn't see, it was more serious type stories behind it. It wasn't just comedy and funny.
I heard
it
it's
was just
controversial.
Him going into after a comedy
not
show.
compared to his other stuff for real.
I mean, it could be. He basically one story. It was like after when a young Dave Chappelle too, very young Dave Chappelle. He was doing like $300, $400 clubs sets, and he had an agreement with the club owner that they wasn't gonna play loud music because it was like downstairs or some shit, and he was upstairs. But in the middle of his set, you know what I'm saying, they started playing loud music, and so he went into the restaurant. Not knowing who he was going to talk to, was like, y'all niggas lied to me. That was some bullshit. Not knowing he was talking to the Russian mob like that.
Yeah.
So
Shit.
it was like shit like that. But then the Russian mob boss guy was like, he respected him for doing that because he stood on his guns.
Yeah, sometimes they were, you can either get swim with the fishes or come in the bitch and hey man, what the fuck wrong? But hey, that go to tell you though, like sometime in life, man, you don't know who the fuck you be talking to.
to.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
He was like an old
Look here,
man.
chump, boy.
He was like an old man in the old.
Look here.
Nigga
Nigga got the little shit in his ear.
But
MMA
shit
fighter.
like that, like
He got the number
that's
way too
easy. He a
fingers.
celebrity, like it's easy for pick up a phone call. Hey, it's he's and make the phone call, make the one phone call. Hey man, listen. No, that's Dave Chappelle. Hey, chill.
At that
stand
time, he
down.
wasn't Dave Chappelle yet.
I get it.
At that time, he just was Dave from down the block.
The nigga with the Russian mob. Sergey and them finna fuck you up.
No, not him.
He talked about the handicap. I think that was like his opening joke.
Yeah, he did. He was on them for the longest. But he did that at the show, too, though. That's who he was messing with at the show.
Y'all think that it's going back to Cat, like that it's something to be said for somebody like who write their stuff versus somebody who just perform it?
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Fucking right.
I think you're
That's
more
just
of an
like in
artist.
rap. It's no
Shit.
difference.
Not rap shit. All got across the genre. Goddamn. If you can think about this, fool. Neo wrote "Irreplaceable" for Beyonce.
Yeah,
He-
but
he has one of the
Beyonce, that's an
best
actual
check.
bad example, I think.
No, I'm saying like that's constant money. Like you don't have to have talent. Like that's the talent. If you can create some shit that you write down, like you don't have to perform this.
I just think R&B was just a bad place to go because
Yeah.
they're all hardly any of them write their own stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So if it's a minority
So what you're saying,
state of writers.
So what you're saying is Neo is a better artist than Beyonce. Is what you're saying?
You heard me say that?
He asked you.
Well, you said Neo wrote Irreplaceable.
But what I'm saying to you is she didn't write it. She performed it.
So she's less of an artist because he can do both.
Okay.
I don't know what you're trying. I'm gonna try. I don't want to trap you or nothing. But my question was, is it something to be said for somebody who writes it or somebody who just performs it? Yeah. And so you went to Neo and Beyonce.
Yeah, okay.
So there you
somebody
go.
who does them both is more of an artist in my opinion.
I'm not.
And they kind of.
Well, let my man click. Like,
I'm not.
No. He was still trying to say it.
So
he had said,
I'm not
"Wow."
sitting on the performer. Okay. So those Beyonce Beehive people don't say that I'm saying Neo is better.
Don't be scared.
I'm saying that if a nigga can write a song and not have to perform it and still get paid off of it, that's the bigger talent to me. Like you created this shit. You're a creator at this
Neo
point.
the bigger talent compared to Beyonce.
If you want to say that,
You just said
I
that.
just literally said. I literally said before I even started that I'm not saying that Neo is better than Beyonce as a performer. Didn't I say that?
And then you said
He's better as a writer.
He's the better.
Say that.
no.
Okay.
He said he's better than. I think the person
okay,
writes
so-
it is a
all right,
better
all right,
artist
so-
than the person that
all right, so
performs it.
if-
And I tried to clear.
That's what
I
you
stopped
said.
Hootie
Okay.
in his tracks for you to clear it up for that.
That's what you say.
They're too far, Neo and Beyonce.
That's why I wouldn't have picked that.
So that's why you couldn't do that. But if they was on
all right,
closer
so-
to the same level, like Prince and Michael Jackson.
Okay, yeah.
I
Let
would
me give you another
pick
example
Prince.
then. Like you said,
I
the
was
rappers.
trying to talk. I was trying to.
You said the rappers. Okay, I'll go with the rappers part. I would take a rapper like who write. Wayne don't write, but he's great at rapping, right? So who writes raps now at this point? Drake, J. Cole.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you say one is better than the other because he writes his raps and one doesn't?
If they're
both great?
If they're close to the same level, yes. The one that writes.
The
if
one
they're
that writes.
close to the same level.
To me, I don't care about that because they're both doing it for themselves. I think the whole thing is somebody's writing it for Drake or writing it for Wayne, then no, I wouldn't see them as being the same good artist. But I don't care if you write it or you just think of it. You're a great artist either way.
Yeah.
Like if you create it, I feel like the creator is always,
And the only
always
reason I
have
brought
the
that
job
up
like
because
this.
Cat Williams, that was a huge part of the people that he was fucking with. Like some of these people don't even write they shit.
And
Now in comedy,
And he was
that's
just saying they
big.
just read it. Like anybody can be fun if they just read it.
Didn't he say one nigga can't read?
He was talking about
Not Earthquake.
No,
He
was
can't
Faison?
Earthquake.
No,
the
Faison.
nigga. No,
No, I think it was Earthquake.
It's the nigga who.
He said
I think it was Earthquake.
They
Yeah, he
thought
did.
Earthquake was good.
He was
so
illiterate.
They found out he illiterate. They put the cards in front of him.
Oh.
Yeah, he couldn't read the card.
Hey, he trash for that shit.
He damn sure said it.
Cat Williams trash fuck with. But I get it though. Like I feel like it's a talent and it's an art to writing. You got to get that kind of respect. I thought it was something dope. He said too. Was they asked him about like derogatory words and statements, and he was saying how he was like, "What do you think about saying words like that get outlawed?" He was like, "It's just simple. You just stop saying it. Like I'm creative enough to come up with a new way to say something instead of just offending thousands and thousands of people because you can't come up with something else to say."
Yeah, I can be funny without saying it. Or, whatever the word is. Because I think they asked him something about, like, you can't do comedy like Eddie Murphy could do in the 80s and stuff like that. He was like, well, Eddie Murphy would just do something different now that he could do now.
Yeah.
Which he is doing.
Yeah.
You just adjust to the time. I feel like the best
the best
at anything
do it
adjust to the times.
Yeah, they adjust to the times. They write it themselves. I think that those are the people who have more longevity, or the people who still have input. Because a lot of this stuff is writers is all, like these shows, these Tonight shows. Even Kevin Hart himself got a full team of writers. So
And I think-
ultimately they still have input on their writing.
Yeah, and I think when you get so big like a Kevin Hart, you got a production company and stuff. It's certain stuff that right. Like now, if I'm doing my own stand up, I probably wouldn't write. But if I'm trying to create a show or something, hell yeah, you need writers to create a show.
With their stand up, they get help. They get writing.
Yeah,
they get help.
Well, that's why I'm saying with Cat Williams, like nigga, I don't want nobody to help me write my stand
A
up.
question about that too, though, because we've seen his last couple stand ups. Have they been funny to y'all?
Who Cat Williams?
Cat Williams.
I always found
You don't remember? I don't
His
think
last one
They on
won.
Netflix.
The last
His last
two,
one
three,
won that.
to me, the last
one,
2,
they
3
won.
haven't been, that good. They've been.
19 of them.
They say he got 19. I can
Oh,
only
about
remember about
5.
3 or 4, maybe, if I'm being honest.
I don't think he'll just come out and say he ain't got 19 because it'd be too easy for you to
No,
like,
no, you can look it up. Yeah, but
It's
you know,
like 7 or 8 of them on Netflix. The rest of them was before that time. But I always have found cats.
Said ain't nobody got said the entertainer shit. I seen it somewhere. It might be on Prime Video.
it's on Netflix.
I think it's on Prime.
Is it?
I think that they said this on Netflix.
what is?
No, he said it's not on
Said the
Netflix. He said
entertainer
it's
shit.
not on Netflix or Tubi.
Or Tubi,
That was
yeah.
it. Talking about said the entertainer shit.
He tried to be funny with that Tubi
Yeah,
shit.
or Tubi.
Nigga, you ain't even on Tubi.
Fool. I don't give a fuck
Tubi
about,
tweeted it.
about
It's you and us,
a
Netflix.
comedy special. If I'm on CBS, I'll take that over a 1 hour comedy special. Sorry.
I would want to do it. Wait, you mean talking about like a sitcom or something? On CBS?
Yeah, Cedric Entertainment on CBS. Been on that bitch for about 6-7 years. They did over 100 episodes. He syndicated. You pay for life.
I guess it just depends on what you're doing.
And that still don't mean Cat Line. He's still calling you. You not writing it yourself, boy.
And I know this different. You
I would
talking
love
about
to
more
see a
comedy
Cat Williams
because, like,
show.
would you rather be 50 Cent on Stars or would you rather be the people who own ABC? What was the show?
For life or some shit.
Taraji P.
Empire.
Henson.
Empire.
Taraji
Yeah.
them.
I don't know. 50 Cent on Stars.
Yeah. So when I'm on Netflix and I'm getting this
That's
Netflix
Stars.
money, nigga, I get to cuss and be what I want.
I could say nigga.
What the freak? Get on CBS. But what the freak?
I'll
You
take that.
can't say
CBS
freak.
syndicated money.
That's bad. You can't say freak.
That's
Well,
true.
them syndicated monies be sometimes complaining too. Who knows? I don't know, man. Some of them people
You
be
gotta
like
do
that
what's
to get
best for your
cheated and
situation.
some
Yeah,
people say they
everything
making
ain't best for
millions.
because
Because according to Taraji, they syndicated show wasn't that profitable or that good to them, even though
Yeah.
it was around for a while. It was syndicated at that time, but that should be dying real fast.
but
too,
but like you can't syndicate a drama series like that. But like a sitcom, you can just watch that one episode. That's just one episode. You can't run reruns of what that shit was called. You just said I forgot
Empire.
already. Empire. You can't just watch one and then Wheel of Fortune come on later after that.
In music, we saw BG and Wayne. BG
hurts my
dropped the
heart.
song with Finesse 2 times. Gangstafied, I think, is the remix for people who know that came from that old Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
Gangstafied. So
Classic.
Things delicious.
it was a line in there where, I don't know, I'm paraphrasing, where he basically said Wayne was a bitch or acting like a bitch or some shit like that. BG responded, came on Instagram saying, I can tell you I love you and call you a bitch all in the same sentence. What's your reaction to BG?
Nah, you
This and
can't.
Wayne, he took a shot at Birdman, basically saying Birdman. He said they weren't shots though, but he said that Birdman was supposed to give him $3 million or something, still ain't seen it. He was supposed to get him a car, still ain't seen it. Where y'all at?
You could call your homeboy bitch like, man, shut your bitch ass up. But you can't put it on a song.
Right.
You can't you can't say it on this mic. So no, that's different. So what he's saying is wrong, but right.
Nah, he wrong.
Yeah.
The way he did it is all the way wrong.
It's all the way wrong
'Cause
the way
you
he
can't
did
put
it.
that out there. Like I ain't gonna put that out there. I'll call y'all, like you said, I'll call y'all that, but I ain't never putting that out there to the world because that's bitch shit to me, in my opinion. And me and my real homies, we not beefing, or it's shots. You know what I'm saying? Like putting stuff out there like that, that's shots. You can't tell me, hey, you said you was gonna give me something. I ain't never got it, nigga. Where is that, basically?
Man, I'm
Clickbait
still
for the
waiting on
album.
Hootie to pay me $10.
Yeah.
Think it's clickbait for albums. We're getting ready for the BG album to drop.
Could be.
I think his shit working in the reverse.
They could have told him to do shit like that, but for people like that, I feel like it's detrimental to them.
Yeah, because
How you gonna
that ain't street?
Yeah, because
That ain't hood.
you got to stand on everything you say. So
That
he a
ain't the
bitch,
code.
but then y'all cool.
Right.
And so that's one thing about that street shit. Like if you do it, you got to stand on it.
And you don't do stuff for
So
clout.
they say,
You don't do stuff for clout
yeah,
in your street. dude.
yeah. But
And when you had like food, the most money you gonna make, I'm sorry, is if y'all do a tour. Like your streaming numbers ain't gonna be high. You ain't gonna make too much money at this point in your career just doing music.
I don't
But
think
you
that was
gotta-
gonna
you
ever
gotta-
happen.
I just really think
You don't
that
think it never was gonna happen?
No, I don't think Wayne with that shit.
I was just about to say that, man. Like
We ain't
that's
with that
hard,
shit. We
man.
ain't
Like
about to
this
do
at
that.
this point in these niggas' careers,
For them, they should. Everybody else, but
Everybody
for
else
Wayne,
should.
like
Maybe
it's the only-
Wayne might do that. Well, maybe would have done it as a favor.
Juve hot right now, bro. I don't know if y'all noticed. Like since that time to this, that nigga been on fire. So it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be like a conflict of goddamn scheduling for real. Like since
They
that
ain't
time
gotta
to
do
this-
100 shows. They can do 20, 25.
But shit, some of them shows may fall on days I gotta be here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why you have a calendar.
So I get it, but the nigga just might not want to do it. Though.
Wayne ain't doing that shit, man. And he
I don't
does.
see it.
Wayne might
I
not do
I don't like. I haven't had a space where I could watch videos in a long time, and now I got BET Jams back again, and I hadn't watched videos in I'm talking about 4 or 5 years, and I just went to it to watch. And I'm like, damn, it's crazy. I didn't know there was a video for this. Did you hear all the songs? Yeah. And I saw Wayne, and what's the Jamaican artist Buju Banton. He was on the video, and I was looking at that video and just looking at it, and I was like, now, why the fuck would I respond to BG and I'm over here like
in the tropics? In the tropics.
No, see, like and then there was another song that came on Wayne and it was the God damn, I forgot what he said. Either way, but it was just all this shit. And I'm like, man, BG still doing the video next to the tanks, nigga. Right. Like, there's no limit. No, man, why would I respond to that?
Nigga in the junkyard, guys. My boys in the junkyard.
I feel like these niggas, when they go to jail and they get out after so many years, I really just, if I'm an executive, if I believe in you, I'm going to pay you, I'm going to get you straight. Hey, be comfortable for a while. But what I want you to do is experience some shit first. Watch the internet real quick. You could do interviews and stuff. You could do all of that. But listen to the beats. Sit in some studios, listen to some music. Hey man, these are the top 10 albums. Go listen to these. I'm not trying to say be like this, but just,
beats, all that.
Go in the club a couple times, see the vibe. Okay, you too old for the club. Okay, nigga, let's go on the yacht with baby. Well, I think he on house arrest there too. So that kind of, that's another reason why you shouldn't be making music, because
you're limited.
You're so limited. Like music, to me, the best artists are still, they're still in their elements. Yeah. Whether it's the Jay-Z's or the Andre, and that's what Andre 3K was saying. Like, nigga, what the fuck y'all want me to rap about? Going to the doctor? Because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm being an adult. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to
the podiatrist.
Right. So I think that's what they need to do to niggas, because BG got about 3 more lash outs with me.
He might have. I don't know, fool.
So does that mean that now that Finesse 2 Times kind of inheriting that beef since it's on his song and you let it go out? Is he included?
I don't think people look at shit like that. Like I heard what you said. Mm-hmm. Like if I'm listening to the podcast, I heard what you said. Yeah, they on there, they laughed or whatever, but I heard what you said.
Nigga, I saw you in the video. His verse, word for word.
He going at his verse. You can clearly see who he going at on his verse on that song. Yeah, so he doing that shit on there. So I want them to stop that shit too, because one side ain't the same. Like,
I ain't know. You punch it down.
I don't want you like this. That nigga ain't on the same shit you on.
Oh yeah, that too.
The nigga ain't on the same shit you on. So
I just think in today's times we've seen it. Like if you're gonna rap and be in music industry or entertainment industry, whatever, beef ain't finna work. Yeah, no. It just ain't gonna work. They got because as soon as y'all get to beefing, they're gonna lump all of y'all together. And all of y'all are a crowd that's going, they got a place for all of y'all at one time.
Ricoville.
All of y'all together.
Right.
All of y'all together.
And my nigga, you 40.
That's nuts.
Man.
And I don't remember him being known for beef, like outwardly beef like that. Maybe you from New Orleans, or you listen to a lot of that shit, you could catch a little line here or two. But like being like, making like beef songs and calling niggas name out and calling them a bitch and all that shit. I don't remember that when he was younger. Like calling niggas out by name and shit like that. But why you wait till you 40?
That's the problem with that street
shit. On probation, this shit.
That street shit don't let you grow. It don't let you get older, and you got to be around some different people to realize, like, nigga, I'm 40. Right. I'm 35 plus now. Right. Fuck am I beefing with you for? This ain't finna make us no money no more.
What's crazy is, like, Finesse. If you get out of jail, you like, if you do the bid he did, you got to move different now. You cannot be doing the same shit that got you locked up.
And so, right now, you a legacy act.
But he beefing with the right people, though. He beefing with people who ain't gonna really, go there with him or do that with him.
Well, yeah, in his case. I was just
hopefully he don't go.
In the internet age, it make you look crazy, and then that shit hurts your sales ultimately. You see what I'm saying? Like, nobody's fucking with him.
Man, he a legacy act at this point. I wouldn't even put out no new shit for a while.
I'm with you on that.
I go tour with Juvie and shit like that, or whoever I could.
Tiny desk. And from Tiny Desk alone,
he's not a Tiny Desk artist. He's not a Tiny Desk artist. We in this room might love it, but the world wouldn't. That shit
you don't think BG got a song that the world loves?
How many times he gonna do bling bling?
Okay, but nigga, that's back that ass up equivalent. That's a world
No,
renowned
it's
song.
not.
Like, you get what I'm saying?
No.
Like if bling bling is in the fucking dictionary,
it's not on back that ass up level, but it is a song that he could.
he can sound.
He
That's
could
what I'm
do
saying.
It's a song he
That's-
could do. Give
so-
me 6 more.
So why? So nigga,
Juvie
No,
didn't have 6 more.
That's what I'm saying. Juvie didn't have 6 more. To us he did, but
For
to
us
the
he did,
world?
but to the world he don't. That's what Tub point. I'm actually
Okay, it's even less for BG. You got to take yourself out of it. Nationally, besides Bling Bling, people might not know those songs. Nationally.
Okay, but
They might not know which song. Besides from Bling Bling?
Yeah,
Besides
Cash
from Back
Money
That
is
Ass
on-
Up, what else they knew from Juvie?
right.
How?
1, 2.
Well, now you got 2 songs.
Okay.
You halfway there. Slow motion. There you go.
That's
3.
not his song.
That's not his song.
He owned it.
That's not his song.
Did they perform
He
it?
owned it.
They performed
did
slow
the
motion on
chorus.
the
He
thing?
did.
And that was on his album.
No, it wasn't on his album.
You sure?
I don't think so. But it was actually it was
Yeah,
Slim.
it was on.
It's Slim song.
It's Soulja Slim song, but
It was on one of
he put it on
albums.
Juvie. Juvie did put it on his album.
Okay.
Oh, he can do that one. And I can't even remember the 4th one. But it's only 25, 30 minutes.
Cash Money is on my nigga. That's number 2. You don't think the world know that song?
No.
With it.
Nah, I would love it. I click on that shit immediately.
Right.
YouTube,
Yeah.
turn this, boop, BG.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I did with Juvie. Like, I knew that shit was going to be live. Like, it's Juvie, for God's sake. And then coming off the Mardi Gras concert. Like,
Yeah.
So
but
he-
we
and
saw
he
how
was-
that boy get down. But,
But-
I mean, it ain't like BG can't, but
But he's still a member of the Hot Boys. So the same Hot Boy song.
so
Juvie
Turk could do
No,
a
I'm saying-
tiny dance.
I'm saying, bro. Juvie and BG were in the same group. Them same songs Juvie did, BG can do.
Yeah, but Juvie was quote unquote the leader of the Hot Boys. And had a better solo career until Wayne took off.
I'm just saying what's going to get the man on Tiny Desk and what he could perform.
He's not gonna be on Tiny Desk.
Okay.
Thank you. That was a
Glad you
good
know.
discussion.
Glad you know for sure. He's going to be on that bitch.
Oh, I know that for damn sure. I call a Lil Wayne a bitch, and they maybe hopefully want to get Lil Wayne on that one day. Shit.
Shouts out to BG
Fucking
though.
up the
He
money,
the
but-
one who said it too. Like the internet will get you. Nah, he letting it get him.
It don't take long.
But
We
man,
got him.
it's been that way for a lot of them older niggas, though, dog. Them niggas don't know how the internet.
Well, cause they're caught in a cross
He's not even about the internet either though. He just rapping and
with
saying the wrong shit.
to what you saying. It's a cross. It's the streets or it's the internet, but they're not the same thing.
Right.
And so if you keep trying to keep that street persona, then it's hard for you to play on the internet.
Yeah.
But if you embrace the internet, embrace that you're for it, you can embrace the internet.
Gucci figured it out, and if that nigga can figure it out,
Well,
anybody
Gucci
can
just
figure
kind of
it
stay
out.
out the
Just
way.
had to-
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like
you only gonna see that nigga on the floor at a Hawks game or something.
yeah, he played a
in the
married
style.
life, and
Right.
you see him
The
on the
coolest
on the
shit.
tarmac with thousands of flowers for his wife because
Yeah.
he's being his age.
That's right.
Yeah.
Like nigga, I done went to jail and like nah, fuck that.
And that's
Y'all
the
ain't
shit I
getting
was
me with that
saying,
shit.
like, nigga,
Till he start
you just
rapping.
come out, like, let's talk about
Till he
that.
start rapping.
Potentially not going back or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Gucci still beefing his music?
I ain't
No,
heard nothing.
I haven't heard
That
nothing.
Does he
shit,
still
yeah.
have beef with people in his music?
No,
All right.
He just rapped out and making money.
That's a lane
And there's
right
nothing
there.
wrong by telling old stories. You ain't got to be, but you can tell old stories. I still want to hear those BG
I
stories.
did like BG on that collab album though. Let that be said.
I ain't even see that shit. That shit ain't come across my algorithm.
Yeah,
Nowhere.
it came on my iTunes shit. I ain't listen
Why
to
ain't you
it,
seen
though.
it, cuz?
what collab album?
Gucci and BG.
Oh, they got a collab album.
Is
I didn't
that-
even know they had an album. I knew they had some songs. I didn't know they had an album.
See,
Oh, I gotta go listen to it. What's it called?
never heard.
Oh, look, y'all nigga don't
It's
even.
like on some Christmas shit, I think. It was weird.
I don't want a BG
Like
Christmas.
like, it wasn't no Christmas album. It's
Birthmas.
like nigga got on
Birthmas.
Christmas hats or some shit. It's weird looking.
BG rapping on that. Hold up.
So
I'll
didn't-
give it a spin.
I ain't spending it all. I ain't
You
been
not
liking
or
it.
you?
I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I might fuck around and stumble across it.
Choppers and bricks.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna get that a spin.
Them niggas let the AI do this shit.
You see how the camera look?
That nigga had to take his
weird, huh?
sunglasses. Oh, boy.
Look at that shit, boy. Somebody,
Shit weird looking. Like.
GPG Global did it
I
back
swear
in the
I
day.
ain't want to make that joke, but that was the first thing I thought.
Damn, G-Bo. Sports. Just to recap, since we weren't here, we had made predictions, but now that we here, we saw that in the Sugar Bowl, Texas and Washington squared off. Washington ended up winning 37-31 to the shock of a few. But it was a pretty good game, a lot of back and forth, a lot of firepower out there on offense. What y'all took away from the game, just recapping it.
Washington, the real deal. That nigga Penix is the real deal.
That boy can.
I always felt like going into it, they had
real
the
deal.
most. They had the most high-powered offense going into it.
I questioned their defense over anything.
Me too.
They was giving points up heavy in the Pac-12, and then I was like, shit, you're going against Texas. They got a high-powered offense, but they play a little defense, especially up front.
They was always just, to me, the defenses that was left in the playoffs were all just kind of big.
What they say,
Except for
Michigan.
Michigan.
They say Michigan supposed to be dominant like that.
Yeah.
That's what they say. That's what the numbers say.
I mean, they're good
That-
defense.
right.
But they haven't. I haven't seen them play an offense that's scary yet. We're gonna find out. Let's see what they look like. But I don't think that they're gonna be able to do that to Washington.
Probably not.
So they're gonna have to score some points.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
Trying to see.
I don't want to get ahead of
They
it.
played was Ohio State, wasn't that good? Who else? Penn State wasn't that good.
Alabama offense, when they play that, they're not a good offense.
No, I'm
They
talking about
haven't
Michigan.
been.
I'm
No,
talking about
I'm
Michigan.
just talking about like
Oh yeah.
Alabama young too. They gonna be something next year.
Are they?
Georgia like that too.
Yeah.
Then with Texas coming in too.
And
Shit.
Oklahoma.
Nah, fuck Oklahoma.
They still serviceable. They really,
What, they lost 2 games this year?
They'll be down there with like Ole Miss and them.
Ole Miss, that's pretty good competition. 10-2, what they were 10-2, something like that. But yeah, man, Washington was pretty good. They were who we thought they were. They were pretty good offensively. They were going to give up some points defensively, but ultimately, I thought they would outscore Texas. But I did think that Texas would win. I don't know why. I thought Texas would win.
Man, them receivers for Washington, bro.
3 of them.
They got the best receiving core.
Jesus, but them
in the
niggas don't
nation by
drop.
far.
They don't drop the ball, bro. They don't drop them at
And
all.
they
And they
get
make plays.
And he get rid of that bitch quick too.
Man, that nigga got a.
It
got
come off.
Look at the.
They got a good. They got a good ass offensive scheme too.
Yeah,
The boy got a nice little system. Up
Does
there.
he have a run?
yeah. They
he
running
does.
back
Yeah,
pretty
he
solid.
run.
You talking about the quarterback?
Yeah, he can run. He
can
not
move
going to.
he
Though. He's
moves
more of a
around.
pocket passer.
Yeah,
Okay.
he great at moving around the pocket and
Number
getting
laces on that boy.
But he gonna really just run that.
Yeah.
Question: if y'all the Bears with the #1 pick, what y'all doing?
Keeping Fields.
Yeah, that nigga been balling here lately.
So you just going down and maybe getting like a Harrison or somebody?
Because I'm not gonna take him first, unless you just got another pick coming in the first round somewhere. I'll get rid of that pick if I'm them.
Because this gonna be quarterback heavy top 10. You got about at least 5 good quarterbacks coming in this draft. That's gonna be.
But you
they
can't
just gonna
drop too
fall
far.
in line.
You can't drop too far.
About
But
5 or 6.
But if
somewhere
you
around
could,
there.
but I would say if you could be smart and drop to 10, maybe you don't get Harrison, but then you get this kid from Washington.
Do
Why not?
Or
has
LSU.
Caleb
Neighbors.
declared for the draft?
Who?
Caleb Williams,
No,
the quarterback for USC.
did he declare yet?
I hadn't seen
I
that.
thought he did.
I know he set out the bowl game.
I know he
with
sent out the bowl game,
intentions
but
to.
I ain't seen him declare no.
And he ain't
set
in
out
the portal, so
if
he
set
got
out
to.
the bowl game. He better take his.
I
ass
think
to the
he
league.
already declared. Because if not, he would have been in the portal.
That's another one that's gonna be a high draft pick. So you got him. You got Buddy from Washington. I ain't gonna try to say his last name.
Penix.
You got LSU boy. You got Mays.
Cam Ward. Too.
What's that? 5? What? Ohio State quarterback. One of them other Big
Nah.
10 quarterbacks.
It's
is
not
one?
Ohio State. He transferred to Syracuse or
transferred
some
to
shit.
Oh, okay. So that's 5 right there.
And then I saw that Ohio State ended up signing like the quarterback who was at Kansas State or some shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
it
you
was a
left
weird
Ohio
little-
State to go to Syracuse because Kansas State quarterback was coming?
You must be scared of Kansas State. Nigga.
That was
I think they got a stud coming in too.
I ain't worried about that.
I know they got one that
because
receiver.
all they freshman studs that come in and play.
Ooh, that receiver they
true.
got. Boy, that nigga scored. I watched a little All American game yesterday.
What's that nigga name?
Jeremiah
he got a
touchdown.
He got a
Should've called
name.
him Jeremiah touchdown.
Juice something, or he got one of them Air McNair, the Air McNolan, whatever his name is. That's the quarterback that they say that he was like the #1 or #2 prospect.
Man, listen.
Ohio State.
Air something. I forgot that nigga name.
Nolan. Now Will Howard, the Kansas State guy.
Yeah, he's solid.
look from high school, G-Boss.
But back to recap the playoffs.
Final four.
Man, skip all the way to NFL real quick.
Well, no, it was college related.
Kinda.
It was around there. You know,
Kinda. Alabama, they lost to Michigan.
got their ass kicked.
Hold on.
What
Did
y'all-
Malik Murphy go there? I'm tripping.
Yeah,
That sound
it, man.
about right.
Yeah, that's it. Them niggas pissed me off. Man, them niggas made me mad. Like, every time you score the fucking football, you running. Every time you do something positive on offense, you're running the fucking ball. Them niggas had 5 sacks in the first half, bro. And they was twisting their ass up, boy.
Yeah, you kept saying that about that running shit, but they were stuffing that shit a lot too, brother. That's why they had the pay. Like, yes, they did gash them a bunch, but they also got stuffed a bunch.
You got to make them respect the pass, or either you're gonna get your ass kicked.
You're
by
not
Michigan.
getting that shit off, man.
You still got to make
You
them
gotta
respect
pass.
it. You got to pass. Yeah, this ain't Army.
I get it. I get it.
I just think the
I
better.
wanted the
I don't
nigga to
think.
run their ass in the ground, bro.
I don't think they could have. I just think the better team, because defensively, I think Michigan was stout, man.
I think
And
the
that
better team
defensive
won.
line was A1 for Michigan.
What do y'all take about that last call? Because a lot of people said that was a dumbass call. Or how dare you run that? Da 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 da. What was y'all?
It was
takeaway from it?
RPO, and I liked it because when you actually sit down and you watch the play, he had the option to throw it down.
It wasn't
That was a
RPO.
He did. He had the
You
option
said
to
it
throw
was or
it.
wasn't?
It wasn't.
Watch that play. Because the running back was swinging, so he had the option to
Did you
throw
see?
that.
Did
or
you see
run the
Nick
draw.
Saban on the thing with what's the guy y'all like?
Pat McAfee.
Yeah, did you see
I
him on
wanna
the show?
say I
What'd he
like
say?
him.
It wasn't RPO. It was a design quarterback run.
It looked like RPO.
Yeah, that's what everybody say until you see two after the play. After you play it a little more, the lineman 99,000 yards downfield.
I know that's RPO, but they only 5 yards downfield.
right, but
the touchdown was
it
3
was
yards.
it was never set up to be a
Calling
RPO.
that play, no.
I
Fuck no.
I personally think the snap fucked them up, timing and everything. I think it's not a. I mean, every play bad when it don't work.
That's
That
what I
was a
like because
bad play.
they gashed him 3-4 times with that play.
With that same play,
Remember, the
he been
man had
doing-
got like 17 yards out that bitch.
he been doing that same play all year.
When he was on Pat McAfee's show, he said, because they asked him about the timeouts. He said the first time they came out, they had what they wanted. They had the look they wanted, but Michigan called timeout.
Yeah.
So then he said the second time they changed the formation, changed the personnel, came out there with something different. Nick Saban didn't like what he saw. So he called a timeout. You only get one timeout in overtime. So when they came out the third time, he didn't like what he saw, but he said he fucked up. He said him and the coaches fucked up because they didn't have a check play. So they had to run with it.
Damn.
He was like, they blitzed. They blitzed and twisted. They got a lot of penetration. Play dead. They blew it up. That's how it go.
But the quarterback
check
can have just checked to something else. Oh, they don't
they
allow
didn't
him to do
check
that.
is
Not if
predetermined.
not if you
It's
don't
within the play call.
if you don't call a play with an alert to it or something, or and whatever your terminology is.
Gotcha.
Hell no, you got to run what they call.
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't work. So
That was terrible coaching right there. In that instance, you always got to have a check call
He
right there.
he blamed him. He definitely
have a
said
check call in that
that was my fault, and that was my fault and
Especially
coaching
coming
staff
out
fault
of the
because
timeout.
we didn't have an alert.
Yeah.
but you
Well,
think
and y'all also stupid for not making that a run pass option because the pass option was open like a motherfucker.
18 niggas in the ball.
That pass option was.
I just
wide
hate shit like that because had they got it, we wouldn't be saying, "Damn, you should have threw a pass."
yeah. Great play call.
Oh, he's a genius, man. That's why he the GOAT. You know how the Alabama. That's why we got 99 championships.
Nobody else would have called that play, but it's like,
He dumb.
That's the non-football people. Because it could be a successful play and still think it was a dumb call.
Yeah. The
I
good
think
thing
it was
about our group.
I think it
is-
was a good call. I think they put the ball in the right hands of their best player in the best situation he could be in. It just didn't work.
For their offense, that's the best option that they had.
Yeah, it just
It's not a high-powered offense. It's not. They don't have a high-powered play caller who can draft up something really, really
Some
great.
tricky shit.
That's
And they've
what they
never
got.
they've never been tricky all year. This is what you got, man. We're gonna run the ball. We're gonna throw it. We ain't gonna confuse you. We ain't gonna have this amazing scheme. We just gonna outplay you and do what we do. And
What you thought about the center getting out of there? You didn't want to play no more? What, there?
it was trash.
He
I don't
left?
like it, man. Yeah, he left.
He got in the portal.
He already somewhere. He landed somewhere.
But you know
good,
what?
Too. He landed somewhere good.
To me,
I think he had Ohio State.
to me, what
maybe.
that showed.
I think so. He is.
I think
He was
had
to Ohio State.
I think
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I can believe it. And to me, to what they were saying was, they are late in the playoffs, or they got into the playoffs. So a lot of times, you saw a lot of them jump in the portal because they could.
Ohio
Yeah.
State.
Yeah, like if they would have been playing in the playoffs, they probably been stuck. So I say that to say that I think he was already predetermined to do that.
Yeah, I mean, because that's wild to leave Alabama to go to Ohio State, but to do it in that instance after a game in
That
the
you done fucked
playoffs, and you were the bad center of attention. I don't like it.
I like what you did there.
The bad center.
The
bad center of a team.
nifty.
I ain't even catch. I ain't even notice I
Pretty
did.
Damn,
But
self.
I don't like it, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
So, predictions for tomorrow, today. We're hearing it tonight.
Michigan.
whatever.
I'm gonna go Michigan.
Michigan versus Washington. Who y'all got?
Harbaugh.
I'm going to watch them. I'm scared.
I'm going with the
Washington.
Sign Steelers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Washington.
Yeah. I like that explosive shit, man.
It could go either way, and I don't give a fuck who win. But
I want to see the contrast though.
I think
Style
Harbaugh
of play.
finally gets someone. He got over that hump for some years of beating Ohio State. I think he finally earns that $100
if he don't get it now, I don't know what to tell him. It's gonna be rough.
But I still don't. I still just don't think this is that good of offensively that good of a team.
Who Michigan?
Yeah, but they
They're not.
somehow score
They're not.
points and get what they need.
No. We talked about it. They are very good against
what they do.
on that run scheme. That is a great scheme. They're really good at creating the mismatch, getting the numbers that they need, motioning to the numbers that they need, blocking it to the trapping and countering to what they need. They're super good up front at that shit. That's no coincidence that they was gashing Alabama ass on that run, because if you look at them, they know how to get
next level.
to the right spot.
But throwing
Where's
the
the
ball,
game at?
their quarterback
Houston.
sucks, and the receivers, who are they? I don't know.
The quarterback ain't that good. I don't know. Like
He's a
Todd
good
said, how
leader.
the nigga.
He's I guess he leads well. He makes the right decisions, puts them in the right play. He's tough, but as far as if he has to win the game, they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose. I'm for real.
I just think they're gonna have
They're
to.
gonna lose. goddamn.
They're gonna have to outscore. To me, they're gonna have to outscore
Yeah,
Washington.
yeah.
And it's gonna be hard.
Yep.
Them niggas can light up a score. You're not gonna stop Washington from scoring.
Yeah. Now the running back may have 200-yard rushing for Michigan. He just might. However, Penny's gonna have another 4.
I'm still where you at, Todd. I still think Washington defense suspect,
Right.
but their offense is electrifying.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think it matters that Michigan had they had to fly to like L.A. and then back to Michigan? They stayed there for like 3 days and then got to fly down to Houston?
Where Washington go?
Because the coach said
had to do
that.
the
Washington
same
went to
shit.
the Rose Bowl, didn't they?
No, that was Michigan and
that was
Alabama.
Michigan and Alabama.
What did they play?
The Sugar Bowl. So they went way
New
to
Orleans.
Louisiana. They done came cross country twice too.
I wouldn't even have went home. Then.
That's what you do.
Yeah, just
I
go
mean,
straight to
I guess
goddamn
what's the
Houston.
difference in it? Like,
It's not in that instance.
Well,
like if you play an away game and then you have to fly back home,
they were just
Probably
saying that was a
flew home
lot
that
of
same
and then
Yeah,
fly back again the next week.
Right.
Well, in this instance, it's one game in New York 1 week, one game in Florida 1 week. Basically, it's no.
Yeah, but that okay. I play at UAB. I got 2 away games, so I fly to Houston to play Rice, and then come back home, and then I fly to West Virginia to go play Marshall.
Ain't no difference. I don't know.
Yeah,
No, I don't think it's much of a difference. He ain't gonna play. It ain't gonna. It shouldn't have shit
Them
to do
boys
with the
got
game.
they probably
I mean,
had
got
a
it good.
4-hour flight for real.
Yeah, they probably
Ain't
left
that
after
bad.
the game, got home.
then you're gonna do your walkthrough.
They ain't
You're
going
gonna
to- they
stretch.
ain't going to France.
You're gonna be there for days. So
Yeah, they
by the
got-
time
they-
you play the game, that's definitely not.
They probably
an
got
excuse.
their Wednesday or some shit. Went home for a day or two.
Now,
and came right back.
Michigan coach was talking about that's only was why I asked.
And did they went home though?
Yeah, they went home for 3 days.
Okay.
With the portal and everything going on with the NIL, we seen these kids just transfer. We seen, I think it caused a big uproar in the group when we saw Junkins or whatever, Giannis, whatever his name is, I can't pronounce it, from Ole Miss.
Jenkins.
Already a great player, top SEC running back easily.
On a 10-2 team.
That's reloaded. That's supposed to come back and challenge for the SEC crown next year. He got in the portal.
Shit.
Do y'all think that it's time that, and not just him, just in general, all these different kids in the portal was way, way, way more than it was even last year. Now you're seeing people from competing teams getting in the portal. Do y'all think it's time to rein some in? And if so, how y'all would change it?
They need to put a franchise tag on some of these. You can't go.
Right. And unless you can do that, there's nothing you really can do, fool. And since they can't do that, like, how do you fix it? Everybody still gets
I
that.
don't-
Like, limit the number of times you can transfer.
I was about to
which
say
it
that.
already,
I
and it
don't-
already is. So it's only really one.
One, you can goddamn go in and play. Once you transfer that once, then that second time, your ass got to sit if you leave.
That's how I think too. Unless
you're a graduate
a
Or
coach.
you use a year.
The only thing I would change is if you transfer, you can transfer once. And then the only other way you can transfer again is if your staff, like your head coach, leaves and
Right.
takes another job. Then those kids at those schools can jump in if they decide. If that, you got to sit out.
But
I think they ought to have a committee because, like, it's no way you starting at Alabama and you just able like, what's your problem?
I don't want to
Well,
be here no more.
I don't like them.
I was
Well,
good.
you picked them.
But I didn't
Sometimes you
know.
gotta live with your decision.
I don't agree with that because I've seen it.
you have the right to change your
Hey,
mind.
they sweet talk your ass, get your
Right.
ass door and treat you like
Right.
shit when you get there, boy.
And I-
That's
right,
all.
but
Mind
that-
your ass.
I understand for playing time, but you starting
No,
somewhere, buddy,
That
from
don't
Ole
mean
Miss.
I could be playing, but I go to the coach from me talking to
Oh,
me like I'm shit.
Yeah.
And I don't like
They were saying, and I don't know how true this was, but they were saying I didn't even go do my due diligence and investigate, but they were saying that it might have been some turmoil between Jackson Dart and the running back. That's why he got out of there, because they said Dart tweeted something like I don't know how true it is, but what I saw was something that he might have tweeted like and get on or like something like fuck it, think bye, like some shit like that.
Does you think this hurt the high school kid because all these coaches are coming down and saying, "Man, I got to recruit my own players again."
No.
I don't know.
Well, yeah.
So they might not have time to go
Like,
find that diamond in the rough.
What happens is coaches, they hitting the portal hard, bro. Like, all
That's
of
what I'm saying. That's taken away from.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you're going to have to really
I
be
think
that
that's
dude.
stupid.
You know what I'm saying? I think it's stupid, too.
No, I think it's just dumb. The idea of because there's a portal that exists that all of a sudden now magically these high schoolers getting left out. Because if I'm people like Troy and UAB and shit, y'all go fight over all these. Hey, Mr. High Schooler, the number six player in the country that nobody want to go get us. I mean, I know that high they gonna go get him, but that second and third star that might not be getting, nigga, that's what UABs and shit need to be cleaning up. Yeah. So there's no reason why I should hear people saying Miles don't go recruit high schoolers or UAB don't go get recruit high schoolers. Right. That's if that coach doing that, they lazy, and that's why that program gonna suffer.
And that's why I don't think.
But
that's
also,
a real
even at
thing
UAB,
either.
if you ball out, you got to recruit that kid to stay.
Cool. But I'm also finna go get these high schoolers to load up with.
Yeah. I don't think that changes nothing.
I think it's gonna be like what basketball is. If you notice in basketball now, you keep seeing these teams go deep, and you look, and they roster been intact for 4-5 years.
Yeah.
Now, the only problem at a UAB, like you said, if you live like Key or whatever his name was, Alabama come say, hey, come on over here. And they gonna probably go.
Right. And it ain't nothing you can do.
Yeah. But that's like okay. That. Then you just go get you. To me, those like mid majors now, it need to be some mid majors that's always trigger. Like, God damn, I don't know what Tulane always doing, or I don't know what UAB always doing. Like, cause
but they
be
got our
loaded.
juniors and seniors.
Yep.
Been there.
Or they got live ass freshmen that could have probably been at Alabama and redshirted for a year or two.
Oh, I see.
Or redshirted for a year, but watched a little bit.
That 3-star who's gonna go to Alabama will not come here. Who gonna go to Alabama and wait for 3 years? He gonna come here and play.
Man, this is a beautiful time for those mid majors. Man, I don't want to hear that. Like I've been hearing it, and I know a lot of the people at coaching staff that say that shit, but. To me, that if I'm a head coach, that's lazy as fuck. We finna go get these high school players.
Right. And I don't think that's a thing for the simple fact that they're still signing the same number of scholarships every year.
And if you look at Georgia and Alabama, the big schools, nigga, they still 25 plus high schoolers still going to them schools.
Same old numbers they still going. They ain't changing a thing.
So don't get tricked.
Yeah,
as well. I'm saying.
Oh yeah, because they kicking niggas out to make room to bring the high schoolers in and the transfer portal. Yeah.
It's a 1-year contract, baby. Keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Did y'all see Gilbert Arenas? He was on a podcast, a show. I don't know. There's so many podcasts. I don't know if it's his podcast or if it was just a show that he was on. But he was basically talking about Vince Carter. And he said that, in his opinion, that Vince Carter was the biggest underachiever. He had everything he needed to be great. He just didn't do it. He basically said that for Vince Carter to play 22 years, the things that early in his career that he did, that he should have been doing, he didn't start doing till later. So he was basically saying like the working out, the going to sleep, the eating right. He said he did it later in his career to have the longevity to play longer when he should have been doing it year 1, 2, 3, 1 through 10, 1 through 12, and he would have been one of the most dominating players that the league ever seen. He was saying he was dropping 28, 30 a night off of coming out the club, drinking, drugging, playing with, in the streets and stuff like that. So he was saying that he think that he underachieved. And he called him the biggest underachiever that he ever seen.
You can't call a Hall of Famer top 50, 75
I didn't know he said
player.
that part, though.
Gilbert Arenas believes that Vince Carter was the biggest underachiever.
I would get at Kwame Brown.
Yeah. I didn't know
he never
said the
showed
biggest.
it.
I mean,
I didn't know you said the biggest. Now that I wouldn't agree with. But I do think he got the right to say how he feels, and if he seen it up close in person, and he really thought that this man could have possibly been better than Jordan and Kobe if he'd have just, chilled out. But hey, man, Jordan had flu games too. Let that man go ahead.
Yeah, that man was smoking cigars, shooting dice.
He was who he was, man, and that's what I don't like that part of it, because he still was a successful player in the NBA.
Man,
So,
I think
That's why I can't call him no.
I think only 1% of people are going to go that Kobe route of how disciplined he was with not going out, not drinking, working out the way he did, eating, and LeBron. Don't get me wrong about that. But he did have a party last night. That shit looked kind of dope with they losing ass. But what you got to be celebrating? Fuck your birthday. But most of them niggas gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like,
And he just said that he didn't say that he wasn't great or a dominant player. He just went on to say that, like, he could have been that upper echelon type, top tier, like the Kobe's, the Bruns, the Michael Jordans. And he was saying that his talent was that great. He was that good then.
yeah, when I think about underachievers, I think about, and it's all for the same reasons. I think about Penny. I think about Grant Hill. Brandon
all of those
Anderson.
I can't really call those underachievers.
Right.
That's what I think that is. They could have been.
They were hurt.
But they were hurt.
Yeah.
They couldn't
That's not
do that shit.
underachieving though. I don't think they just was hurt. Now Kwame Brown, that's underachieving. That nigga was healthy.
Yeah, but that's more of a
50.
bust. He never even did.
Got to what he was supposed to do.
That's
Right.
underachieving.
That nigga just a bust. That's a word for them too. Bust.
I don't know. I don't see that as Vince calling me personally.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think about this, man.
Oh,
Both of them-
Ricky Rubio. He had that long ass career. He was supposed to be the shit. Just the guy.
he just came back too. But he's
just retired.
He's definitely ass.
Yeah, he
whatever.
just left.
But
Yeah, he
man,
just left.
I don't like y'all got to remember them fucking Raptors in '76 games, dog, with AI and Vince Carter going back and forth for goddamn thousands of points, bro.
I remember.
That playoff series, man, them niggas was hooping.
That nigga dunk your life away, guys.
Hell yeah, fool.
I
Like,
remember he dunked over a nigga in the Olympics.
Like-
he put his elbow on the rim. Yeah, I remember all that.
I don't really.
To shoot the three, definitely could drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
And
really-
his exact quote on one of them was like, "Here's my argument. Everything he needed to be great, he didn't do. He used it to stay in the league longer." He went on to say the 3 workouts a day, the film sessions, the summer not partying, really focusing. He was coming out averaging 24 and 28.
That's pretty.
Doing it that way.
I want to know what he says about himself.
Yes, I was just going to say, yeah, but what's your excuse? That nigga had about 3 good years, and I think I'm giving him 1.
He was pretty good. I just want to know how he
Nah,
viewed
the
himself.
hibachi
If he-
was good.
I wonder if he think he
I ain't
That
underachieved. or if
hibachi
he-
lasted about 3 years.
I ain't gonna stunt that nigga.
And then it turned into
Age
a
of
happy
0.
meal.
Yeah, nigga was pretty good. But averaging 24, like, when did that shit become bad though? Like,
Standing lead 22
Well,
years.
Again, I don't think he's never said
didn't
that it's
say he's
bad.
bad, but
he's
like-
averaging 24, 28, and he's not doing anything to be better than that. He started doing it once his game went down, and he started doing. That's when he started doing 3-a-days and eating right and doing all that shit so he could play longer. But he was saying that should have been, if he would have been doing that while he was averaging 24 and 28, goddamn, you might have been looking at a 40-point night kind of nigga.
If that's the case, me and Stock
can't do
underachieved.
that.
We should have been out there running them bush 400s,
Yeah,
4
y'all
times.
niggas
a
I
day.
definitely feel like
underachieved.
I definitely feel like I did because I didn't do what
I damn sure did.
what he just said.
I was
Didn't
about to say, I
do
was
it.
wilding in college, nigga.
So I get it.
Well, $800 a month, nigga. Already there, you give me some millions. I'm
Just
going
saying
to
he could
party.
have been better. Could have been even better.
No, he didn't. He said he was the biggest underachiever ever. That's what he said. Shit, no, man.
no, he didn't.
He said the
Yeah,
biggest underachiever
I
ever is
think-
wild.
like, shit.
That's all.
Call that nigga Jamarcus Russell.
Nah, I understand. I'm okay with him saying he could have.
It's a name for that. Bust.
I think he could have said he could have been better. He could have been more than what he was. But to say the biggest underachiever ever is wild to me. For Vince Carter.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes they probably use that shit for the shock value.
Put a little. I want to.
Y'all want to see Manny and Mayweather too?
Absolutely not.
Not at all.
Not at all. Fuck.
But I'm going to watch, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch. I bet you ain't paying for these boys. Fuck y'all, push it.
Them niggas gonna have something. It's gonna be like that Tyson
the old
and
fox.
goddamn Roy Jones fight. we gonna get an exhibition. Goddamn! Don't punch me in my face. I hate.
I ain't Mayweather. You
No,
gonna fuck
not for
around.
me.
And I hope you didn't pay the right people to get the win because you fuck. You know one thing about the internet and one thing about today's times. If you get knocked out, they're gonna treat it like it's your prime. They're not gonna say old Mayweather. None of them. They're gonna be like, man, remember that time, man, and knocked his ass out. And that's gonna be it. You're not gonna be able to live this shit down.
I still see Nate
New
Robinson
Jordan
memes.
mean.
Yeah. You will never be able to live this down. You've been beat. Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Hate it had to be you.
Dumbass, stupid ass dummy. Sorry, we're doing the routine.
Thank you, dummy.
You know how your parents say. You know how your parents say this. It's gonna hurt you more than hurt. This really hurts me to have to do this. It really does. It brings me no great joy.
It brings me a little joy.
Actually, I don't think nobody's exactly happy to have to do this, but
Well
No.
deserved.
Mike James. Yep. Mr. Good Morning, beautiful people. Bring your motherfucking ass to the principal's office.
Dummy.
Mike, if you don't know why you're here, I think you do. But if you don't, let me enlighten you. We spent a nice little time last Sunday.
5 hours.
Beautiful podcast. We was off the rails. It probably was one of our better ones in quite a while. We had a good grand
The
time.
listeners would have loved
But somebody
and foolish.
decided that they wanted to watch the Tampa Bay Buccaneers play football.
the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Ruined the whole park.
So during the middle of our pod, while we're talking right now, all you hear, touchdown! Good hit. You hear the announcers talking through the whole thing.
We got a flag on the play.
Flag on the play, whistles being blown,
The
commercial
Doritos
breaks.
commercials.
Yeah.
Nigga say,
So Mike, he ruined our whole podcast.
Whole pod, yeah, we did
Yeah,
one.
whole pod.
You on suspension, Mike. You
And
don't get to record
so
for 3 months.
for that, we had no choice but to bring you in and make you the dummy of the week.
Dummy, this week and last week.
You my nigga, we love you though, cause you did fill in you filled in the need, but you just fucked our show.
Hey, they ask him, how did Mike get those capabilities? Well, our boy was under the weather.
Yeah.
So Mike came in here. He was our engineer for the week behind the boards. Lo and behold, he's over there
And
on the laptop
he's
watching
done it a
movies.
couple times. He's earned his right to be, he come on in and we appreciate it. He came in bearing gifts. We appreciate it. That's why the pub was kind of off the rails a little bit. But yeah, Mike made
5
us lose
hours.
a 2 hour and 5 minute
Because
podcast.
he wanted to watch somebody kick a oblong object.
Into a big H.
Big H. It was the most triumphant victory.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield.
Any other news and information we forgot to add on today?
Man. Who
Happy New Year, guys.
Oh, yeah. You did say.
Hey, Cowboys.
And I said, Michigan.
Cowboys, if y'all lose today, I don't know about y'all. I might have to put y'all on suspension.
Who they playing?
This the kind of shit y'all lose
Washington.
for the division.
But this the
For the
last.
division.
Division.
Oh, so they need this to get the.
Is Dak and them playing?
second
and
place?
To
shit?
get a
They got
Dak and them
to.
playing?
They got to.
Yeah, hell
Nigga,
yeah.
for the division, they got to.
Yeah, that's 2 home games.
But shit. Okay. Well,
and they can't win on the road.
Hell no. I think undefeated at home, or maybe lost a game. this year.
Undefeated at home. In the
Did
last
y'all
2
see the
years.
rumor that they didn't? They said that they might not. Well, we don't know how true it is, but they saying even though Arthur Smith did they win yesterday? The Falcons or they played today?
I don't think they played yesterday.
The rumor was that
They don't like him.
they may move on from him and
like him.
get Eric Bieniemy.
They don't like
That would be their number one target if they went after somebody, which would be a good fit for him in Atlanta, by the way.
He got Sam Howell, goddamn, leading the league in passing.
Yep.
How? I have no clue. But Arthur Smith, they say he's a brilliant mind, but the Falcons don't like him. This is his first year too, ain't it?
3.
Man, we
Third
need
year.
this win.
Which
man.
was crazy.
And
And
they
I
don't
could be
have-
wrong,
they-
but I saw it when I read it was like third year. Like, they ain't been there that long.
But whatever. They don't let you stick around very long. Goddamn.
Nah.
The,
Well, yeah, Dan Quinn been
the
gone. By
Panthers-
been y'all what defensive guy for what?
last 3 years.
Yeah, so that's all right. Yeah,
Well,
man, show some fucking pride, Saints. Win the fucking game, man.
What does that do?
If Tampa Bay lose, we probably get in. I think because this division's still wide open too.
Oh, okay.
yeah, the South.
Oh,
is-
the South always.
South
is.
is-
It's real bad.
South
man.
got something to say.
yeah,
It's real bad, man.
Well, on that note, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Bye-bye.
You beat you.
Hasta luego.
Dummy.
Go Cowboys.